Parker was arguing about like student priority. You know what I'm saying? And I said, yo, he conceded. He said, you're right. He apologized multiple times. Why are we still, you know what I'm saying, like on this? He already said, okay, you got it. With that being said, as soon as that interaction happened, I left the line. Like, I was like, yo, I'm out. I'm going to go do other things that are actually productive. I'm not going to try to, you know what I'm saying, like push my way into a situation where they've already determined that students have priority. Like, I'm not going to do that. So I left immediately after that.
Was it you that was sticking up for Mermaid whenever she got called the whatever?
I ran straight into the crowd and said, what y'all want to do?
I did overhear that. I also wanted to speak about that as well. I just wanted to ask a question. I overheard, I heard through the grapevine that people, I got through the grapevine. You mean my comment section on my main account, that people were coming into my main account and saying that, that Mermaid had disproved a lot of the things that I had said in terms of her being disrespected. Do we all agree here that being called a bitch is disrespectful?
Yeah.
So she was in.
Not speaking on that lady because clearly we ain't gonna get anywhere with her. But
yeah, and then I told myself and No Rads told them to try us, and they immediately backed down. Live, actually, and they immediately backed down.
Right. I just wanted to make sure we got that on air.
I think my bigger issue is, and I got a date with Ben and Jerry's in the freezer. I'm really tired of being up here. But my biggest issue is that we've obviously been dismissed, ignored.
Not at all.
Okay, I'm gonna be real with you.
If you think it's about you,
hold on. No, it's not.
This is not about you.
Jones,
I need you to acknowledge this. Wait a minute.
No. I need you. But we need to be honest, though.
And I'm gonna be honest because this is my opinion from my perspective.
Okay, but hold on.
Like, let Metal talk though.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. Sorry. Like that entire let me clarify since we think the shoe fits. The people who were disrespectful and gaslighting us were still held on that panel. That's what I will say. Mm-hmm. But I think my biggest issue is like all the people that I've called out or all the people that I've had an issue with publicly, privately. My biggest concern would be if this was not in my words, right? I think y'all view racism as a very like minute thing. If this was a bigger accusation, hypothetically, would the reaction still be the same? If any other accusation against Z came out, I'm really worried that the accusation would still be the same. Or sorry, the reaction would still be the same. Excuse me.
Okay, so we were sitting down at dinner, and I wish No Raz was here. We were sitting down at dinner, and Dean was telling us how he's grown and improved as a person. And I was like, yo, I still think you're a douchebag.
Okay. What the hell did that have to do with what I said?
Yeah, no, hold on. So hold on. I'm about to tell you. Like, I'm no respect. I have no respective person. Like, if you do fucked up shit, I'm just gonna be like, yo, you do fucked up shit. So like, as much as you think, hold on, can I? Okay. As much as you think, you know what I'm saying, that you're evolved and like you've done all of these things, like my opinion of you hasn't changed.
What are you validating?
Are you talking to Dean or me?
He's talking about Dean
in general. No, I'm talking about in general.
What are you validating right now?
Stop talking.
Wait,
I will
Jones,
say,
Jones, I really think you need to just some constructive criticism here. I really do think you need to work on how your lack of criticizing white people for their actions. Just because you know that they're going to do it does not mean that we should stand by and let them do it. Okay, because that seems to be
hold on. We need to pause for a second. Okay, hold on. We need to pause for a second.
You know I'm not trying to hate on you. You know that.
No, I dig it. Somebody on the panel tell me when they haven't been on live where I've said something where white people are like, oh shit, that's racist.
That's
I
not what
get
we're
it.
talking
That's not what
about.
you're saying.
But when
Okay,
people
Jones.
that you're mutual
It's when they're
with,
closer
like
to you that you're not
came
saying
up,
anything.
right? Misha
Yes.
came up on this live and basically invalidated every black woman on here, every black person on here. And you were like raw and didn't even like respond to it. Then she made it more about, she made the
They
optics.
dropped. I didn't have anything to say.
No,
They should
Jones,
make
you
it right in the first
You're wrong. You
place.
could have shut her down immediately.
Jones, you should have shut her
She
down
made it
mid-sentence.
about optics as opposed to people's feelings
Okay.
and lived
I'll take
experiences.
that.
And it's
Yeah, I'll
like,
take
fuck
that.
those
I'll
optics
take
that
that.
you're talking about because
take
you
that.
could just go off and do something on your own and you don't need these alabaster colored people to do what you need to do at a grassroots level. You understand what I'm saying?
Can I say this to you,
Exactly.
Jones?
Like, how are we gonna sit here and allow a white lady to sit here and tell us how we should feel in our black experience when she doesn't experience that? She's gonna come up here, and say that we need to keep quiet, that black people should not come out about black problems.
And we have
that is so
bigger fish to fry.
insane
That's
to
a
let
place
that
of luxury.
happen.
Let me say it like this, and maybe Jones will understand. I feel like personally, and maybe the other women on the panel will feel like this as well. I feel like personally, if none of us said anything about the fuckery that came out of her mouth, you wouldn't have said anything.
Literally.
That's not
And
true.
I think that's
That's
but
not
that's
true.
how it felt though.
I know. I no,
And let me say
and
this.
I get that. But here's the difference, though. I don't believe that it's productive. You know what I'm saying? To like engage in carceral punishment on, you know what I'm saying, like a life I can't finish a sentence ever.
Ask her to apologize.
I think the issue that we're having, Jones, is that you didn't stop her from talking. You
Why is it
stopped
here?
us from correcting her. That
No, I
is
didn't.
the problem.
No, I
Okay, we're gonna
didn't.
go back and
I
watch
never
it.
said
Jones,
anything.
that's exactly
We're gonna
what
go
you
back and
want.
watch
You
it.
literally
Just
did that.
save the clip, please.
Oh, no, let's play it. I'll
Jones,
play it.
Jones, I feel like this
How
is
you
a
gonna play it?
conversation that we could have in private where we help you grow with your communication skills.
fine.
I feel like
Because you think everything we say is about
Y'all
you
be
for some
fucking with
reason.
my
I'm
tits,
just
though.
like,
no, and that's what I'm saying though. Like I think we could probably have a more like if it is like I don't know what it is. Like if there is like a communication barrier that we're having here, I think then clearly we're not gonna fix it on live here, right? Maybe being in front of 3,000 people might be posing some kind of a
I wanted
block.
to give you guys the opportunity to
I
speak
know,
for
Jones.
yourselves.
I
I
know.
understand that. We understand that.
Jones, we
But
love
you
you
don't
still. We love
need
you. We're
these
not
I
sentiments
shitting on you.
wanted to
repeated
give you
to
the
us.
opportunity to speak for yourselves.
Goodness.
And then they decided to delete themselves. And I was just like, okay, well, end of
Well, she should have
story.
did that because she shouldn't have came up in the first place.
If
None of my white friends would do that. I'm just gonna say that.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Do that, they
I mean,
do.
I don't have
The white friends I keep in my
base.
basement didn't come up here.
Real question though,
basement is
Joan.
crazy.
If this was supposed to be a platform for us to speak for ourselves, for what we experience, why was she up here?
Why was exactly?
I didn't let anybody up.
Oh, you need to control
literally
your
let that
mouth.
lady up
Who
here.
let her
Hold on,
up?
hold on, pause.
Yeah, I thought
pause,
you were the
pause,
only one
pause.
controlling the.
Wait, no, you put her on the
No.
list. You put her in the order. Don't
Why'd
play.
you
No,
bring her up?
hold
Why
on.
did you bring her
You
up?
sure did.
I did not bring them up.
Unc, who brought him up?
Huh? I don't know. One of the
Turn the
mods.
comments back on. Who brought?
Yeah,
Tell your
you
moms,
need to
Lon
do
Turn
Kid.
the comments back on,
I'll give
and
it
we'll
to
figure out who
Jones.
let her
Hold on.
up.
I'll give it to you.
Tell
Jones.
your moms that's how you know.
Yeah,
If you
turn the comments
didn't, if
back
you didn't
on.
let her up, Jones, then respect. That's fine. I'm fine with
Yeah,
that
that's
if
fine.
you didn't do it.
But the
Wait,
second
everybody
offense was
please
putting her
turn
in the
comments
off
back
the
on. Can we
list.
still turn the comments back
Somebody
on?
did bring her up. You
Okay.
did allow her the chance to speak. It should have been an immediate drop. She was not involved in the conversation. She was not a black woman.
They dropped themselves.
No.
After I told them to
After
drop.
we got on her ass about what
And
the
then she
fuck
caught an
said,
attitude.
then she said, "And I'm gonna go ahead and drop."
I don't care. Whatever.
Hi, comments.
Hello?
Yeah.
I also think this can open up into a larger conversation about
Y'all loyal staying in those
she
comments.
was
For real.
right.
Y'all would have left.
I would have left.
I want to let you. I think we need to call some other people out. Anyone who gifted her was dead wrong. Dead wrong. I think we need to.
Actually, I think we can go back and look at the gifts.
yeah, actually.
Let's check.
but like
You
on
can't do
a
it unless someone screen recorded.
on a serious
Oh.
note, like
I screen recorded.
what I was
Okay,
trying
there
to
we go.
convey specifically to Mermaid was when you're a black woman in this space, you have to be very careful. you have to be very careful with the people who support you. Not even just the people who hate. If anything, the people who hate you are the safest people because at least you know their intentions. But the people who support you, especially when they are of the children of the chalk, you have to be very, very careful because, I've written, I don't know if you've read my Substack, Mr. Jones, and I really hope you would. A lot of the time, these people, these white leftists or liberals or whatever they call themselves, they don't support people of color out of a sense of virtue. They don't do it out of a sense of integrity. They do it to make themselves feel better. And they will only do it as long as a person fits their narrative of comfortability and white supremacy.
And they believe it's altruistic in nature.
I don't know. Look.
Yeah.
I mean, let's talk about the
I
organizing.
don't know what the word altruistic means. Let me be real with you.
No,
So,
that's exactly right.
That's insane.
They're definitely feigning altruism.
Read a dictionary.
You're right. But yeah, I agree, Toy. Like I just that's the point that I wanted to get through to her because Mishi came up here and literally said some racist shit and there were people gifting her. And we're supposed to be on the same side as these people?
Wild, off the wall shit. And I'm a mutual of hers. Like
exactly,
I don't
right?
have a,
Me too.
There's no beef going on or whatever the case may be. But you need to check your privilege at some
Y'all
point
follow
and be
too many
like,
people.
wait a second, let me fall back. You feel
They
me?
follow us.
I don't follow
I was about to
nobody.
say, I've been on this app for years now. I mean, I've been mutual with people.
I will say now that with the context that a lot of them didn't know that some of them didn't. I'm gonna say some
I'll give
didn't
them
know
a lot
about the
of
conversation that me and Jones had. Then it makes sense why some of them were like, "What the fuck? Where is this coming from?" When they were this
But
morning.
hold on, Ted.
Now I'm talking about live this morning. I'm not talking about how she had to end this live.
No. I'm talking about that as well. Because my only issue with that is they said, well, Z told us the opposite. We have already established that she's a problematic person. You're going to take
Why are we in communications with her? Like, what is that about?
Because remember, they have to prioritize the tour and not the black people.
Oh,
That's confusing.
But that, yo,
keep
hold on.
saying
No, y'all gotta
integrity.
stop. No, y'all gotta stop.
I keep
That's
saying
what you said.
integrity.
At the
Hold
end of
on.
the day.
Hold on. No. I appreciate what y'all are saying. But I think that what you're missing is that like marginalized communities don't often get the opportunity to be on a tour where they can actually.
Why do we need opportunities? Why can't we just
Dude,
do it?
why are we complacent with racism? Just
Like,
to
that's
be
what
on
I'm
the
saying.
Here's my
Why
issue,
can't we
though,
just
too.
I
do
still
it?
think 10 toes down, and we definitely should have. Why go to that school
My
specifically?
issue, though,
Wait,
is
Jones,
that
sit up, Jones.
when we talk,
Wait, I see
When
where
we-
Jones is coming from in regards to that, only because, like these people that they're working with, you don't know like what they have the power to do.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Um,
we've created our shit since the dawn of time.
No,
We're
I know,
gonna
but
keep
like
doing
imagine,
it. So
imagine, we all know as Black people, if you step on the wrong white person's toes, it can get you in a lot of trouble. So maybe that was their mindset. I don't know. I
yeah,
can't.
but
Maybe
why
we fit
tether?
in a
Why
line.
But
tether
that's-
yourself? Why tether yourself to problems
Those kind of white
potentially? Yeah, exactly. Why
Well,
do
yes,
that?
that's actually
Will you
what I am.
guys let me
So that you
talk?
go down their ship and they throw
Go
you over the
ahead.
boat.
Will you guys let me talk?
All right,
Wait,
order in the
wait,
court.
Before you talk, Mr. Jones, I just need one question for you to answer.
Geek?
Okay.
Where was the pushback on Dan's 7-hour call out live when your mutual or
Oh
out
no,
that
you
this was
have
going
no
to happen?
idea. I called him personally. Matter of fact, let me show you all on the screen.
Period. I love
What if we pivot? God damn it.
Sorry, I just need to know.
My
I just
neck
need
hurt.
to know because I want the disrespect to be. I mean, I want the apology to be just as loud as the disrespect.
Yeah.
No, well,
Wild messages just for
period.
being on your
like-
panel right now.
like
It's crazy.
I don't
But what
agree.
do you have to
I don't
say,
Dan is
Jones,
absolutely cuckoo.
Jones,
I don't-
what were you gonna say?
He's crazy.
I don't agree with what Alina did. So
Wait, what did she do? 'Cause
Why?
it's my
Because she was
impression.
right. She was
It's
right.
my impression that she said 2 words, and all her critique was to Dan was that he should be more intentional with the way in which he interacts with other Black creators on this app. Is that so bad?
She went after No Rads specifically because
Dan, what'd she say though?
What'd she say?
And was it
Exactly.
valid? Because I'm gonna tell you if it was.
Yeah, wait, what happened?
What did she say?
Integrity, Jones. Integrity.
Yeah, integrity.
And you better not
Integrity.
drop me, I swear.
Wait, but Jones,
Integrity.
you need
I need to know how she came at No Rads.
Yeah,
I would
but
like
you need to know
know
what was said.
Because the only reason that
And I know
she
you're gonna be
made
there for
this-
your woman, but like still. Sorry, go. I'm just letting you know.
Did you go to the
Yo.
restroom? I'm confused.
Y'all.
Okay, sorry.
If you don't think about the pee, you don't have to pee anymore. Go ahead, Jones.
That's funny.
He didn't pee yet?
I'm
Oh
sorry.
yeah, I forgot he had to pee.
I already
He went to the bathroom because he focused people.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm thinking about your bladder health. God damn it.
Sorry, man.
Yo, focus. Let the man speak.
Okay, sorry. Lock in.
Y'all asked the question.
Okay, hold on.
You can't say hold on to all that.
Hello?
Absolutely not. Stop it.
Okay.
You know why.
Okay.
No, that's
They don't want to speak.
The answer to the question is no, thank you. Y'all ain't getting the answer.
Anyway,
Okay.
Did we
was
just
this
know
sent to
what
No
Alina
Rads
said to No
privately?
Rads before I just text her? Can I just...
No Rad said no.
Oh, she doesn't want to talk about it publicly?
Yeah, no rest said no.
Okay.
So
so then how are we expected to not? Okay,
Yeah,
whatever.
then how you... Okay, whatever.
I'm
Just
just
drop
not
it at that point.
understanding.
Just at that point.
yeah, what I'm not gonna do.
Me
is
personally, I don't want to hear
disrespect
from that
my-
white man.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna disrespect my wife. So
No, I
yeah,
fully
yeah,
agree
no,
with
that's
you.
fine. That's
you're-
what
No,
we're
we're not
trying to say.
disagreeing. We're not saying to go against what your wife
Yeah.
said. We support that. That lady got 8 kids. I'm not beefing with nobody with that. Kind of
Amanda has 8 kids?
She got it.
Damn, she like my mom, period. I got 7 siblings, period.
Listen, she popped them out. I respect her. Okay.
Thank you, Shelby.
8 kids. Well,
My
damn.
mom has 8 kids, not too
Oh,
much.
together.
I don't care how many.
Why are we talking about the
Can't
kids? Can we
compare
get back to the
it.
topic?
Yeah, true.
I'm the youngest of 8.
NDA. What?
Well,
I was born in
all I
Atlanta.
know was she was right. So you're
At
No,
least in
offense.
regard, look, okay.
No
Sorry.
offense to Dre or anything, but I really don't want to talk about white people problems.
That's okay.
I don't. I do not want to talk
also-
about that white man.
So sorry.
I also
No
think
offense
she
to
was right.
Amanda, but
Really
Alina,
telling-
white woman,
sorry.
Dan's a white man. I don't give a damn.
You know, I also
Dan
think
White
it's
is
really
she was right.
telling
Yes.
today, after today, I think it's really telling of the other side, Z in specifics, that they sent out an NDA today for people to sign.
Yeah, I saw something about an NDA in the. What's
well, hold
about an
on, but
NDA?
hold on, stop. We gotta stop.
Why?
The NDA.
You sign it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why?
Because it protected me.
Yo, Jones, be for real.
Jones, what the?
Wait, if
Are
there's
you?
no NDA,
None of
for
y'all
what?
ready.
Why would you sign a
Why would
NDA?
We
The
don't know
one
what-
thing I
we
agree.
don't
Do
know
not
what the
make
NDA
me
was about.
agree with Dean in front of
We
these
don't
black
know
people
what
right
the
now.
NDA was about.
Okay.
We can't just say that he shouldn't have
I'm
signed
just
it.
gonna ask
Because
as
it protected people from talking about me.
Jones, are you gonna get in trouble for
the
talking about
NDA
this now?
entirely.
No.
No,
Then talk about it.
Y'all not even
But
listening.
I'm just
He said
that-
it
I'm
to
asking.
He showed up.
talking about
What was he
you
gonna
entirely.
sell?
Pop music.
Can I ask my question? Did you read it in its entirety before you signed it?
Of
Okay,
course
he's
I
not
did.
an idiot. Come on
Okay.
now.
And now, okay.
Did you slide it to a
I'd like to
lawyer?
clarify.
Asking is the sky blue.
I'd like to clarify.
The one thing I'll give Jones is he seems pretty thorough, and something like that, he gonna read it.
You know, yeah, I trust
I
your
will hope
decision,
he
but
read
you
it.
know what? Whatever.
And
I'm gonna let
Amanda
you
ain't
rock.
letting him sign nothing with them 8 kids over there.
True.
I was about to say, Amanda's not letting me sign shit.
True.
Wait, Jones,
If it
are you
ain't for
still
real.
gonna be a part of the tour if Z is a part of it?
I like the way you said that.
Can I?
So, okay, so here's the.
And I gotta be
here-
next
okay,
to him
hold on.
too.
No, that's fine. So, Z has already
Oh my God, he's touching
agreed.
me. Oh.
Wait, I didn't hear the answer.
Hey, yo, I'm about to block everybody. I'm about to block.
I didn't do nothing.
This is the second empty thread. I don't believe
did.
this.
Minding my black ass.
In my
I'm just
headphones
here
in now,
being
so I
black.
can't hear shit y'all is saying.
Apparently, it's a problem.
No, are you gonna be a part of it if Z's still a part of it?
I think he said she's already stepped down. I thought.
No,
don't
from what
think
I
so.
gathered from when Which Color was up here, I thought they haven't decided that yet because apparently they all.
No, it's been decided.
Okay,
It was
I just-
decided for days.
Okay, that's
It
all
just
I
had
So
to
why
be
was it not
cleared.
addressed for
It
days?
had to, because it had to be cleared by the board, by legal,
stupid ass
by
board.
PR.
But according to Santana, they said
that's
no.
not what. Hold on, but that's not what the Dean's live said earlier. They said that if
Because
Z
they
doesn't step
never
down-
they never took the opportunity to chill and wait and listen to what had to be said, nor return the phone calls.
So, Jones, what you're telling me is the white creators are not listening to the black creators. Is what I'm hearing.
No.
Hey, but like, why are you guys segregated? What's going on?
I'm more so upset that we experienced microaggressions for being completely correct and saying that this was unorganized.
Exactly.
Still showing to be
Yo, Dan is
unorganized.
here. Yo, Dan.
We don't want to talk to him.
Unfortunate.
Wait. Dan's actually really nice.
But it doesn't affect the conversation. Why are we starting the entire
There was okay. Hold on.
Why is this white man here?
Can y'all please let me finish, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just one sentence.
Is that what tomorrow was supposed to be about? Was it?
Thank you. Yes.
That's all.
So are we also going live tomorrow?
I can agree with that. I can.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with that. If you're saying
Yes.
tomorrow was about addressing that,
Yes.
maybe they should have held off. I mean, that's neither
Damn,
here
they're unorganized time too? That's crazy.
But this is why I said from the beginning, Jones, it makes it look very much like it's you against them, because they went on this whole apology thing and very clearly left you out after we were told something different yesterday.
Yeah, but here's the crazy part. All of them have my fucking number.
Mm-hmm.
Any one of them could have called me and said, "Yo, what's up?"
Well, Santana already made it clear why they didn't call
I
him.
would have been. Hold on, Dan's here. Dan, I need you to come off teacup.
I'm here.
Dan, I was wildly open and honest about what was going on. Yes or no?
Be more specific with what you're referring to.
I told you everything I knew.
So, yeah. So I was told on. So my live was Friday. So I think it was Friday, like afternoon.
I asked you not to do it.
You asked me not to do a live regarding the tour, regarding Z, or regarding.
I asked you not to do a live at all,
right?
Regarding Alina or anything else, and then you said, I'm going to do X, Y, Z, and then I coalesced, even though I thought it was a bad idea.
Well, so the way I interpreted the call was the reason that you didn't want me to speak on it was because, like you said, things were being handled internally. And
correct.
So that's when I explained to
and
you.
And they were?
Right. And that's when I explained to you that the live about Alina doesn't have to do with Z and doesn't have to do with the tour.
It doesn't matter. As soon as you bring up Alina goes live, brings up the tour again. It's poking the bear. It's literally like, you know what I'm saying, throwing rocks in a motherfucker's face.
So I can't, like you, I mean, I understand where you're coming from.
But I didn't stop you. Hold on. But did I ever tell you you're not allowed to do it?
No, you didn't. That's correct. You didn't tell me not to.
I just said I didn't think it was a good idea.
You said don't. And then when I explained, you're like, okay, I'm not going to push it. But all right, so let me just speak on Alina choosing to continue to talk about the tour and whatever. That's her prerogative. The reason I had the live, and I'm going to say this because I know there's a lot of people that...
You want to protect your community.
Yeah, so this is what the narrative is for people that didn't watch. Obviously, it's a 7-hour live. Is Dan held a 7-hour live because Alina spoke up about lack of representation. That's the narrative that's being spread. And if you watch the live, I said it maybe 10 times. I had no problem with Alina coming up to talk about the lack of representation. In fact, at the end of the call, at the end of that live, the very first live, I was under the impression, as well as the people that watched, as well as most of the people on the panel, that it was a very, very constructive conversation. It then became clear afterwards that Alina didn't feel that way, given what she said in her video afterwards and stuff like that. But that's not even the reason I had the live. The reason I had the live was because when I rated, this was maybe last week, I rated Erica Shante. And all of my people came in, and they're all big fans of Erica. I had only seen Erica on panels before. I'd never actually watched her live. So when somebody in my chat recommended her, we decided to go. And Alina, who was at the time a mod for Erica, first off said ew regarding the Dan raid. This is another Alina narrative shift, which is Dan just got mad because I said ew. She then said, I'm a good friend of Erica, and you're not welcome here, to one of my viewers. And to speak for Erica in that regard, when Erica in that live said, I don't know why the Dan Raiders are being attacked. She never once brought it to Erica about any of these issues. My community and myself all still love Erica. In fact, we just did pickle time yesterday. So
what's going on here?
I said it. I'm just going to finish my statement, and I'll let you all go. So I said it multiple times that the live I am currently holding is not about her issues with a lack of representation. In fact, I agreed with the fact that when Alina came up, there was a lack of representation, particularly for Black women on the tour. If you watch, again, it's 7 hours. I don't blame anyone for not watching it. But if you watch it, I agreed with that. And the only thing that was really contentious was whether or not Parker and Dean should be the faces of the tour. And that was something this is another thing that Alina's saying, which
How
is
is that contentious?
Jaden came up. When Jaden came up, Alina's claiming that he said the same thing as her, but it was received better. Jaden did not say the same thing as Alina. Alina said there is no way this can be successful with Parker and Dean as the faces of the tour.
And it was.
And she's damn right.
I think it was successful as well. Whereas
She's
Jaden,
not right. It was.
That's
Are you kidding me, Dan?
She's not
I mean,
right?
Dean,
Hold on. Stop.
Stop. And friggin' what's his name? The other white boy.
How are we categorizing success before we judge?
Yeah, that's
Parker.
subjective. It's just
Dean
subjective.
and Parker.
I'm
have
sorry,
been
what was
getting
the
on
live
this
about? I'm still not
friggin'
hearing.
internet and lying to our faces for 4 solid years. They're here finessing the shit out of people, and people are just eating it up. Like, that's crazy work. That's crazy work.
But
I
there's
personally
other
believe-
creators such as myself that got up there and fucking cooked.
Let's be for real.
Dan.
be serious.
Tell the Dan. Hold on, Dan. Tell the truth.
We don't want to hear that.
5v1. 5v1.
Oh my God.
I roasted all of them. Yes or no?
yes, I have the video.
I'm sorry, I'm still not hearing what the live was about.
I'll restate it. So the live was to debunk the lies that Alina and her community were telling about my community. I personally don't care if anyone talks shit about me, but the moment you lie about my community, I'm gonna burn the bridge. And I'm sorry if that
What
was
community is this?
Oh my God.
the Daniverse.
I'm sorry, what were the
Right now, excuse
lies?
me, right now,
The adults?
About Dean and
5 years
Parker?
old?
What? Sure, whatever. Listen. These are my people, and I'm going to protect them. These are my people, and I'm going to protect them.
Who are your
If you think
people, bro?
if you think protecting my people against lies is weird, then that's fine. I'm
just
fine.
confused because we're not hearing the lies. Was it
That's what I'm
that Dean and
saying.
Parker were unsuccessful? You're not being clear.
Right.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. Wait,
What
can I
is your
just reply to Meadow?
platform?
What was Meadow's question?
Yeah, I'm saying what were the lies because you're not being clear.
You're just saying she lied. We're not sure.
Oh,
Because I don't. Because I never got the
Just let
impression
him
that you're live.
answer. Let him
Oh,
answer.
okay.
Okay. So, aside from the fact that she spoke as if she had talked to Erica and hadn't, she also has been lying for the past 2 weeks, saying that my community was making memes about her ever since she went up on the live. When that's a lie. I didn't.
This is the most trivial ass shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, are we
This is
5
why
years old?
I feel like
I
there's
don't
a
like
bunch of white
fucking
people
creepy
saying-
ass leftist
and I
men
don't
who
know
just
what's
want
going on.
women
I-
when they get a
I'm like, what does
platform.
this have to do with the original topic?
What he's about to say is that it wasn't actually his community; it was all him. Who gives a damn?
That's not what I was about
Like,
to say.
who gives?
All I'm hearing is,
Tasika,
woe
with all
is
due respect,
me
that's not what I was about to say. Can someone
who made the
specifically
memes?
asked why Jones didn't call me out, and I'm explaining.
that person dropped. This is white people's business.
That's exactly what I said.
No one want me to drop. That's fine. I just want to point out.
Alabaster business.
I'm just going to say the last thing. I made the memes after she disrespected my
Ew.
community.
All right, Kashmir. All right, get out.
And you say still chatting about
Fucking
that?
weirdo.
I want everyone to
He's 5 years old. Get
Y'all
out.
just fucking
What
hate
are we
women.
talking
Just say
about?
it. It's
Y'all
really
are
creepy.
y'all are like children.
I made
Like,
memes about
Sour,
20
girl.
I'm sorry. So I'm defending Erica.
You're a grown ass man making memes.
What the
Are
fuck
you
is going
5 years?
on
Are you in
here?
high school?
That's
Not
how
rain
rain
cloud
cloud over Jones.
Boo. Just drop. Boo.
Tomatoes, tomatoes, tomatoes.
Everybody boo.
Boo.
Fuck.
This is ridiculous.
Daniverse?
I'm sorry.
Are you
I'm very
5?
confused as to what the
Wait.
fuck is going on.
Wait.
That shit
Can
fried
I-
me. What?
can we- like, just for my own clarity,
Yeah,
not that
sorry, go
anyone
ahead.
really cares, but can we actually hear him out for a sec? Because I'm trying to understand what exactly
He
is going
can
on.
explain
I made the
why
meme.
that's what
Sis.
we were having a conversation before he came up here. How does that fit into the conversation? Is my
No, it
question.
doesn't. It doesn't. Drea
Okay, if
brought
he
it up.
doesn't, then why is he up here?
Drea brought it up.
What
He
I
was
would- yeah.
addressing what Drea said, not what we were
Lord
discussing.
have mercy on my soul.
Thank you. That I was addressing what was said, directly about me.
Yeah, so it had nothing
I
to
just
do.
wanted to
that's
clarify
why-
for everybody because Alina keeps saying that the reason this happened was because she spoke up for lack of representation. The chick is gonna keep laughing over me. That's fine.
Do we care? Does anyone in here really care?
Give a scintilla of a-
No,
Wait.
Secrets wanted
Okay,
to.
at this
Secrets
point,
wanted to.
I
genuinely
Secrets has to
want
hear
to
me.
hear. I
Secrets
genuinely
wants. Yes.
want to hear what they have to say, if that's all right.
Yeah, and for the people in chat that are saying this was all about memes, that's the point. Alina was gatekeeping Erica's community against Erica's will because I don't even know what the reason was. And so when I made memes, that became, oh, they've been bullying me because I'm asking for representation. I don't think you guys understand. Hold on. Let me rephrase that.
Wait, Jones, are you okay?
He's
Don't sleep.
I think he's just decompressing. He's
good.
He does that.
Secrets, are you hearing what you
Dan. I
need
was
to
just
hear
making
from
sure-
Dan right now? Because what I'm hearing is
Just make sure he's okay.
I think this is just curiosity. I don't think anyone actually
I agree.
cares.
It doesn't have to do with this topic. She also, by the way, Alina said that the raid into Erica's live was performative, and said that to my community members.
I
thought
think that was a valid
disrespectful.
criticism.
I mean, that could
is
be
your community
criticism,
full of? Never mind.
Children? Yeah.
That's not what I was gonna say. But
Wait.
All right, y'all. Listen,
Wait,
I appreciate those that wanted to hear me out. For those that didn't, it is what it is. I understand.
Good night, Dan. Go to sleep.
there's this phenomenon with leftists or whatever you want to call yourself, white men who have a platform that think they could just make lives about women whenever they want to, and it's happened twice.
No boundaries at all.
Wait,
and it's really fucking strange to me. I made the memes.
Why is it always 7 hours? 7 hours.